Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly forecast for February 11th through the 17th. I know Valentine's Day is coming up this week. I know everybody's wondering about love. This video is going to be about general areas of your life having to do with your spirituality, your intuition, career, money, family, friendship, all of that good stuff, all the other important things about life. The love videos have already been done. So I will have a link to the love videos in the description of this video. So if you want more info on love, that's going to be up there. And then in a couple of days, I'm going to do the mid-month update. And I'll touch specifically on Valentine's Day. So if you subscribe and hit notification, you'll get a notice when those videos are up, my dears. So we're going to see what's happening with Pisces in your life, other areas of your life. Here's your Monday, Tuesday for the week ahead. Here's your Wednesday, Thursday. And here's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I'm going to pull a card from a different deck for your angel message or soul homework after we are done taking a look at these guys here. Monday, Tuesday, Pisces, you have your balance card. You have Temperance. This is a major arcana card, so something really significant is happening in your life, Pisces. A lot of you are at a very significant crossroads. And intuitively, I'm hearing, and I don't really talk like this, and it's very funny because sometimes my guides will use very out-of-date phrases. So I don't know if I've got like guides from the 1920s or what. But I'm hearing chomping at the bit. And I know that's not an expression commonly used these days. But you've got chomping at the bit. So a lot of you are really eager. Like you're about to break out of something that's been driving you nuts. And you're so close. Like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And you almost like hardly can't stand it. Like you're dying to get to the finish line. And the Temperance card is saying easy now. Easy. It's going to happen for you, but it's going to take time. You have to walk before you can run, set reasonable expectations, you know. You're about to make a really massive, really beneficial life shift, life change. Some of you don't know what it is, but you've been feeling for a really long time like something's about to change, something's about to change. And you don't know what, but you're optimistic about it. So Temperance card is coming in to confirm that for you, that it is going to happen. It's not going to be an overnight change, and it's going to take some time, and it's going to ask you to be reasonable for your expectations, especially for those of you Pisces who maybe are very critical of yourselves, or you're like overachievers, or you're perfectionists. This is saying, look, it doesn't have to be perfect. The best you can is good enough. Things are going to happen. Things are going to fall into place. The universe is not a cruel universe where they're going to just punish you or deprive you if you don't have everything exactly perfect. There's no such thing as perfection. So be easy on yourself, Pisces, and give things some time. Things are turning around in your favor. Maybe some of you put your notice in at a job and you're like just dying to just hurry up and be done and be able to leave, or you're waiting to hear back from a job, or you are looking to move, or you have somebody really wonderful in your life and you're really excited about them and you're just wanting to hurry up and get to the finish line, and your guides are like, look, it's going to happen, but you got to give this some time. You have to have reasonable expectations. Your Wednesday, Thursday card is 10 of Swords. So whatever it is you're trying to get away from, it's pretty safe to say midweek you are sealing the deal in some way. I know 10 of Swords has a very scary look to it. And in a lot of decks, usually it's somebody with 10 swords sticking out of them. And it's not like a pleasant looking card, and it can look like very scary, or it can look like really bad news. But in my experience, anytime I've pulled 10 of Swords for myself, or anytime I've pulled 10 of Swords for a client, it's always been before they've taken their control or their power over a situation and they've defeated some kind of monster in their life, whether it was self-doubt, fear, toxic relationship, sometimes even addiction or self-medicating habits that were harmful to them. They're putting an end to it. And so it's really, for me personally, I see 10 of Swords as a card of liberation. Whatever's been holding you back, you're demolishing it. You're so over it. You're so done. And I really love the way that the artist of this deck depicts 10 of Swords. You know, because here, this almost looks like some kind of a monster. It doesn't really look like a person. I mean, he kind of looks green to me. So, like, is it an ogre? Is he defeating an ogre? Right? So, it's basically letting you know, in my opinion, in this deck, where they're conveying that some beast that's been in your way, you are conquering it. Okay, so don't look at this card and say, oh my god, something horrible is going to happen midweek. I'm not going to leave the house. I'm going to stay in bed. You know, 9 out of 10 times, it's been something that the person has celebrated. That 1 out of the 10th time, maybe it didn't feel good in the moment, but again, the person felt very strong and very empowered. Like, I did the right thing, or I finally broke out of that situation. But 10 out of 10 times, it's been in the person's best interest. So you can have confidence in knowing that. Some of you have just had enough. You've had enough with being broke, or you've had enough with people being disrespectful to you, or you've had enough of being stuck in a situation, and you're just laying down your final line. You're like, this is how it's gonna be. Like, this is it. Are you on board? Are you not on board? Like, this is how it's gonna be. And so for a lot of you, it could be where you're standing up to someone whom you felt has been taking advantage of you, or bullying you in some way, or taking advantage of you financially, and you're not doing it anymore. You are not doing it anymore. Some of you are setting very strong boundaries in terms of your spirituality and changes. Friends are seeing you and they're like, you're getting into some weird stuff, or, you know, you and all your crystals and whatever, and you're just like, look, this is who I am, and if you're my friend, then we can be friends. But if you're gonna like be mean or make fun of me or give me a hard time about it, then maybe we don't need to hang out. Like, a lot of you are just getting very firm in your boundaries in that way, where you don't feel like you have to, you know, please everybody else. You're taking your power back in some way. All right, my lovelies, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the world. Wow, Pisces. So another major arcana card, my dears. Big life changes happening for you this week, okay? And they may seem very small to you, but the beautiful thing about the major arcana cards is they're at a crossroads where we are shifting and changing our energy. Sometimes you're shifting and changing your energy simply by telling somebody no. Sometimes you're changing and shifting your energy by deciding to go a certain way or a certain path, and to finally believe in yourself. When the World card comes up, it's letting us know that you have completed some negative cycle in your life. Something that, again, we talked about, you were defeating some monster. The fact that you have the World coming up after it makes me feel that this is like, and this came up for another sign too, this is like next level stuff for you guys, and I'll explain. This is like, you know, if you play the video game, you're going through all these different levels, and at each level you're like defeating a bad guy, but it's always kind of the same thing, and it just gets harder and harder and harder, and you get to the last level and you beat that last final big boss, you know, like the big bad guy, and you win the game. That's what's happening, Pisces. Whatever you're conquering midweek has been something that's been plaguing you and harassing you for a lifetime. Like, just something that's really bugged you about life or about people or about the world, and you're finally overcoming it. Like, how come I'll go to a job and I always end up being the person that gets to have to do all of the work, and other people get to gossip and come back from lunch 3 hours late and they don't get in trouble, and if I clock in 2 seconds late, they're on my back? And how come I'm always in that situation in my work situation? Or how come I always have bosses that never give me a raise? Or how come people are always rude to me? Or how come you know, I'm always giving to everybody else and nobody's there for me? Whatever pattern it's been that you've been experiencing, or how come I've always been single, or how come I've always attracted cheaters, or whatever it is, you're finally breaking that pattern and that cycle because of some massive shift that's happening for you on the midweek, and then the decisions that you're making coming into the weekend. So give yourself a pat on the back, Pisces. That is huge. That is huge. You are growing up. You are putting on your big girl and big boy pants. You are coming out of just being in that fear. No more fear for you guys. Let's check out your angel message, your soul homework card. I'm using this beautiful deck here, and we're going to see what is coming up for our Pisces friends. Those of you that see the sphere moving, people are like, is it really windy where you are? It's the table. It's time for me to get a new table. I'll probably look at tables this weekend. But when I do that, like knock the deck against the table to clear the deck, it will jiggle my crystal. You don't hear that every single day. Maybe I need to put that on a t-shirt. Jiggle my crystal. You guys want a t-shirt that says jiggle my crystal? Let me know. I'll get right on it. All right, lovelies. Let's see what's happening with our Pisces friends. What is happening? All right, here we are. Ooh, I love the colors of this card. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. What did I say, Pisces? What did I just finish saying to you? If this is not confirmation, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. I just said how you all were just coming into a new way of being, and you were ending an old cycle, and you were just coming into your freedom and not having fear anymore. And here Spirit is confirming that for you right now. This is a new age for you. And a lot of you are stepping into your role as a light worker, as someone in your spiritual gifts and spiritual abilities, where you're helping bring about change in the world, right? So a lot of you, it's very spiritual in that way. But overall, Pisces, maybe some of you don't want to go and be a crusader. You're like, look, you know, it's not that I don't care about the world, but I'm just trying to live my best life. I'm not trying to go and be Mother Teresa. That's okay. We're not all meant to be Mother Teresa. Whatever the case, though, is you're coming into that new energy. You're coming into that higher vibration. So some of you are bringing about that change simply by making the change within yourself, which is going to inspire others to do the same. You're living a better life, and people around you will see that, and it will inspire them to live a better life. You're coming out of the old energy. No more fear-based stuff. No more negative ego, you know, bullying you around. No more negative self-talk in your head. You're going to accomplish great things, and it's starting now. And I am so very excited for you guys. I can't wait to hear about the things that you're looking forward to accomplishing. Let me know in the comments. Any videos that you think would help you accomplish those things, let me know in the comments, because I'm really going to try to get more content out there that's going to be beneficial for you all, regardless of whether or not you're booking private readings for me. If you do want a private reading, check out the Calendly link. Check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks that's going to be more like a little personal reading for you. It'll give you extra information. But if you want a private reading, it's very easy to book now. Turnaround time is a lot faster. So go ahead and check that out, and you can schedule right there online. Thank you so much, guys, for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. It means so much to me for being able to be part of your journey. And I hope you have a fabulous week. Take care.